Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw. We've all heard of fracking. There's a couple of movies in recent release dealing with this issue. Good or bad? Ventura County Supervisor Linda Parks joins us because that issue is at stake here. We've got a number of oil wells. Ventura County is one of the richest oil fields in the state, right?
Yeah, hydraulic fracturing or fracking, as you say, it has become an issue of concern because now there's new technology, horizontal drilling, and as well as the fracking puts a lot of chemicals into the ground. And in western Ventura County, we want to make sure that we preserve our aquifers because that's what people are drinking from in West County. If some of those toxins that are used with the hydraulic fracking get into the aquifers, we've got no other resource for drinking. So this is a critical issue. And what's so surprising is there are no laws. You don't need a permit, you don't need to disclose where you're fracking, or even if you're fracking, you don't need to disclose what chemicals you're putting in the ground. So right now the state's going through a process. It'll take them about a year to put together some regulations. But in the meantime, I think we need to be able to disclose what's going into the ground, and that's something we can do right away.
This has been going on since the 40s. I mean, it's nothing new. There's a lot of movies now about it because we need it. We need the oil. But this isn't anything new, this technique.
Well, certainly the potential for impacting aquifers, I think, is greater, and we are looking at more drilling going on and not having that knowledge. For example, the House of Representatives just did, and I think in 2010, a major investigation on this issue and found that of all the fracking sites in the nation, some 750 chemicals are used. And some of them are toxic, things like benzene, ethylbenzene, toluene, xylene. So these are kind of things that are carcinogens, and we just want to make sure that one, they don't end up in the water, and two, perhaps with this further view, we can see that they don't use those chemicals because there are other sources. I think Halliburton's looking at a safer chemical mix that they can put in the ground, but I think it is really important to see that we protect our drinking water.
Why are we hearing so much about fracking right now? As we mentioned, it's been going on since the 40s.
Well, you know, they have found, again, with this horizontal drilling, where basically you can go down a mile and out a mile. It really allows you to be able to get a lot more oil and gas in those places where they're looking for natural gas. It has also the potential, though, because of spreading that contamination through the drilling process. And also, when you're drilling, you have the possibility of opening up some natural gas seepages like methane, which has been a concern. We've seen,
dangerous.
Back, I think in the East Coast, they have found methane coming out of your drinking water well, and that can occur if you open up those seeps with methane in them. So, while it's been going on for quite some time, now with the knowledge that we have the ability to extract a heck of a lot more, we also have the concern that it will spread the potential contamination further. I was just talking with an oil company representative in Ventura County. They've got about 2,000 wells out there that they're drilling. A couple hundred of them are no longer used. And those also introduce the potential that when you're fracking, you may hit one of these older wells and cause the fracking fluid to migrate. So those are a concern too.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. Ventura County Supervisor Linda Parks, thanks you so much for joining us here on Local Edition, and we thank you as well. And we'll see you next time right here. I'm Bella Shaw.